Without question, the number one goal of a good design is function. The other thing that I take into consideration when I'm designing something is producibility. I've had some great ideas in concept, but how hard is it to fabricate? This is my latest attempt at a rescue boat, Pro-Boat Aero Trooper, brushless, 4S, 25-inch boat. And this is the concept I came up with for the different width boats that I own. The concept is really simple. These tubes fold back on these arms. Makes for a nice wide throat to pick up the boat you're rescuing. On the back of the boat bumps against this foam. It will go back until these tubes contact the side of the boat. So it'll automatically adjust for the different widths of my boats. These 1-inch long pieces of foam are simply spacers to help me figure the lengths to cut the frame. How much space is the foam going to take up? This bumper is simply a piece of the foam split, cut in half, put them inside the foam, take up the space for the rope. I'll bond this around the rope with E6000. The arms are made from aluminum, some 3/4 by 1/16 strapping material. This is keeping it simple. It's just folded over itself at 45 degrees, which produces a 90 degree. The arms are attached with all stainless steel hardware, 4mm screws. Got a nut top and bottom with Loctite. And the hole I drilled in the tube, it's a pretty tight fit. It's self-threaded in, so it'll be watertight. Again, keeping it simple. Here it is with foam on the tubes. No way to get them on there except to split them. Simple slide in here. These are slipped over. The arms actuate in that slit. Okay, now I am ready to start gluing everything together and putting foam on the rest of the frame. The frame is all glued. I've went over the foam like here in the front with E6000. These movable tubes, I've completely glued it around here with the E6000. So basically stitched it back together. And here, both ends. So they will stay on, but yet they're free to move. I've put all the seams facing upwards so they don't catch any water. And I've also used some of the E6000 to stitch the ends and glue them to the tube so they can't rotate. The foam right here on the yoke, the outer part, that's got E6000 between this end piece and that, so that stitches that closed. And the last 2 inches here, I've glued that back shut with E6000. So that can't come off. And I've went over all the foam here. This was gapping open, E6000, and then again on the ends of every piece of foam they put E6000 on it so that it can't rotate. That's the sort of thing I like to do when I build something. I want it to last. I've also put E6000 on the knot. Another point to make is now that the foam is on both of these tubes, this is the farthest it can go. The foam becomes a stop right in here. So that's the limit of the travel. And that's the width of my narrowest boat. One other point to make here, when I use those 1-inch pieces to set my spacing everywhere, now that I have complete foam covering the frame, it does become a little bit snugger and pretty much perfect, I would say. Designing the aluminum straps so that they hinge backwards means the flow of the water will keep the gap open, and they cannot activate until this rope comes up against the boat that's being rescued, and that closes the gap. Bumpers on, filled with E6000 and taped up. Here's a simulation of the mechanics on this rescue boat at work. This is my RSX 380. It's the narrowest boat that I have. You can see how, as long as you're pushing forward with the rescue boat, it'll continue to clamp, and then you'll have nice steering control. Instead of it wandering off in the wind and the waves at an angle, you can actually control the boat that you're rescuing. I still have the blue tape on my bumper. I'm waiting overnight for that to completely dry, and I'll take it off. My Pro Boat UL19XR is a bit wider. And you can again see how it adjusts to the width of this hull. Here's a demonstration of an inverted rescue. Works the same. Here's a demonstration on my widest hull. Pro Boat UL19. And you can see how it doesn't go as deep into the rescue boat because they don't actuate as far. Still has control over the boat. Couple final comments on the water. Everything will be on the same plane. This will float. The boat being rescued will be the same level as the rescue boat. And just to demonstrate how free the mechanism works, earlier you saw these dragging on the counter. So to actuate this, not hard at all. I would say even just bump the rescue boat against the boat being rescued, and these will actuate. So what's the saying? The proof is in the pudding. Can't wait to find out.